Alright, hello and welcome back to episode 2 of our Wartales campaign. Let's first go into the city here and let's hit rest with C. Last time out we did a few things. I will put them up on screen nicely and neatly over here. But for now, let's take a look into the Tinkerer. We have a bunch of iron, as in 41 of it to be precise. Let's make about, say, 14 lockpicks and a couple fishing hooks as well, like so. Lawrence is now a apprentice tinkerer, and we banked this knowledge point up here, and I think we want to rest with a couple of this food that we picked up last time out, like so. Spend a few hours, suspicion drops, gain more happiness, we're up to 11 now. We have gained some raw materials as well. Let's head into the tavern, see if they're still here. It's new people, it would seem. Okay, we have the Marjorie here, a first aid crossbow person. What about his confident? That's good. God is whatever on a crossbowman. Let's see, in terms of you, you're also a crossbowman. You have aim, that's not bad. Hardworking. Scrawny. Okay, so you're more of a... We went over you last time. And we also have a spearman. Quick, but you must consume meat or fish at the end of every meal to be satisfied. That is a bit unfortunate, as I would have liked a spearman, but I would not want this carnivorous trait right now. So, let's think about this. Do we want Fridius or Marjorie? After a bit more consideration, I think we'll pick up Marjorie here to join us. Let's talk to him. This step is unnecessary. We can inspect him or just recruit him outright. The first one is pretty cheap, so I think we'll do just that. Let's do it. As for his first free aptitude point, since we picked free career plans or whatever the knowledge is called, it's probably between Scorpion, which can inflict 3 different status effects, losing various amounts of health, or Gunner here. As for Gunner, if you shoot, reload, and then use the multiple shot, and then perhaps shoot again, this would have some good synergy with either a recoil reducing grip or solid grip. Each round the first time this unit lands a critical hit, they reload. As for his first aptitude point, I think it'll be popped into willpower, so we have 14 base with Marjorie, and just 1 more willpower will put him over the edge. In terms of plans, I want to take care of these 2 gangs, then perhaps take a look at this tavern feature that I bought just a couple of days ago by the summer sale. And then if we have time, we could look towards the desperate refugees. So, with that being said, let's move towards that. We'll orient our camera. There's some flowers in the forest there. Make sure we're going the right way. We are. And off we go. Marjorie has joined. We are now a 5-man group. And we'll probably put him in the Outlord's Tabard, which we should do just now, actually. Oh, he's not level 2 yet. Never mind. There's a couple of things in the forest, some flowers. They should be around here somewhere. We gain ambushes, so maybe we can ambush them. There they are. Excuse me, game. I got stuck on something. Don't turn around, don't turn around. We do get an ambush, so we get the first round. They have the main person and 3 other dudes. Alright. We want to make sure we kill this person quite quickly, because he's providing the entire enemy group with leader's aggression, which increases critical hit by 40%. And as you can see, 50% crits, 46, and so on could be quite devastating. I think if we engage this hoodlum with Melillia here, like so. Actually, I should have thrown the axe. Oh well, that was dumb. Yeah, the 14 here is the downside. This might be a very rough fight here. We definitely need to weakening blow this leader here, and we pretty much have to do everything we can to kill this person as quickly as we can. So, with that being said, let's hit him. Let's apply probably weakening for 3 rounds. Like so, and hope he doesn't crit. Okay, it's only a 4 on a crit. Alright, poacher, we can't really do much about that. We pretty much have to move up and stab Galand here as much as we can. 9 and poison. This is gonna hurt. Ouch. 13 damage. Let's see, move up with our archer. Shoot Galand again. 7 damage, he should be dead next round. As for our crossbow dude, can he move over to the rusty hatchet? No, he can't, he has no movement. If he moves up here, he should definitely have a line of sight on the marauder here. But the question is, yeah, okay, we are focusing on the hoodlum. We don't want to spend any of these, so he'll just stand there. This is gonna suck. Melillia is in trouble. 14 damage again. Alright, we have 1 round to make sure this person dies, and I think the only way we can truly guarantee that is... yeah, it's definitely either Rolenald or John Hawkwood, which has to spend another valor point. But I think that's worth it to make sure we don't get destroyed by the crit boost. Nice hit, please kill. Good, wonderful. Alright, this is only for him. Let's see, we could move down here in hopes that we could proc some surround. Alright, he's moving next. Let's see, is there any way we could perhaps kill him with a destabilization and a slice? Let's take a look at that. 18 here. Yeah, we can definitely kill with a mix of these. If I don't kill here, Melillia is gonna go into dying, and then we'll have to spend a valor point on first aid. Or what is his damage range? 10 to 13, yeah, that's definitely gonna kill, and the poison, so I pretty much have to spend all of my valor points here, basically, to avoid any negative outcomes here. That should also net us galvanization and fury as well. Let's move in a way that we provide surround, like so. We take some poison damage. Ideally, we would have wanted to initiate this marauder with John Hawkwood here, but what can you do? Alright, he's probably gonna take a swing, but then we can't. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, we have to focus on this marauder here, since he's the biggest threat. 14 hit. We pretty much have to engage him with our guy here. to all units in the area, so if you point him this way, Melillia shouldn't be hit. Cross our fingers. Yep, that's gonna hurt, but what can you do? Alright, we can move up and provide support on no one, but we can kill this marauder here. We could get them to flee and avoid taking damage. Do I want the XP or do I risk taking even more damage? After a bit more consideration, I think we'll let this archer up here flee. So we'll allow him to flee. It will also progress some path points. Overall, a nice way to avoid it. We get tough on Melillia, and she gets a fracture because she was reduced to some health, but we can remove it with a medicine. We could also theoretically go back to Stormcap and remove this by the alchemist. So tough has a chance to not suffer enemy injuries in combat. That's quite good. Alright, we get a ringleader's tabard, +1 willpower, 2 crit, 14 armor, and 2 movement. That is pretty much guaranteed to be Martry's armor. Let's take a look at our positioning here. Yeah, I think we'll just have to repair all. Sorry, my voice is dying a bit because I'm a bit sick. So, let's go to this gang up here. We need him to level up. He's quite far away from level 2. Or at least a couple of combats anyway. Let's see, they should be up here somewhere, perhaps. There they are, it's thundering. That's never good. Alright, they see us, let's try it out. We got a ringleader, which is gonna be the bloody crit guy again, but this time there's four additional enemies, so there's 5 now. This could be tough. Yep, leader's aggression, 40% crit rate or hit rate. Can we do anything? There's a couple of comfreys around that can heal. There's a spear throw. The lightning damage is gonna change every round. I think our tactic is hoping this guy doesn't do too much damage and positioning in a way that... Can we even reach him on turn 1? Oh dear, this is bad. Okay, we can reach him if we go here with John Hawkwood. Can Melillia reach him in any way, shape or form? I do not think so. That is a bit unfortunate. Especially since we have 2 poachers in the back here. But if we move everyone over to the left side, or right side, like so. We need more of a front line as well. Okay. I think the move is still to... He shouldn't be able to get through here, and I don't know... He can get through here, this hoodlum. But he should probably focus either Martry or Melillia here. So if we move over here with John Hawkwood, we're in quite some predicament because we don't have any valor points for this fight. Good hit. This is gonna hurt. Yep. The crit rate is probably the most annoying leader bonus they can have, because especially early on, because as you can see it does a metric shit ton of damage. I can't reach, so I have to just shoot here. I'm banking on the fact that these guys can't move and shoot Hawkwood here. Let's see. Please don't hit. Oh, you might be able to hit. Okay, we save. That's good. We're safe. At least from that guy. Let's see, if I move you forward, he's definitely gonna hit him. We could focus on this guy down here. He's engaged as well. So 10 damage. This is gonna hurt. Shield Connoisseur, that's good. Let's take a look at that. 5 additional guard when holding a shield, and since he's gonna be a one-handed club user, he's always gonna have a shield. So we just got more guard. Right. That's definitely not enough to kill. And I want to... Okay, I think I have to go for Melillia here. Like so, I get resilient, that's less chance to be affected by bad things, I believe. Let's take a look. 5 chance of resisting poison, bleeding and burning. Yep, good. Always good having traits. Let's move up in a way that we surround him. Hopefully they should do enough damage. Good. We get 1 temporary valor point because we saved the kill from on Lawrence here. If we move him out of the way, like so, that should leave Rolenald and Melillia's way to hit the scarecrow here. This is gonna hurt. Okay, never mind. The thunder strikes. And up next it's... Oh, that's bad. That's a bad location for the thunder to be at. Can we kill this person here before we suffer too much damage? Can we position in any way? Oh dear, so we pretty much have to kill him with John Hawkwood and our 2 ranged people, since our other guys will not be able to reach this turn. Who goes next? The poacher up here. In terms of damage, we could weakening him to deal more damage as well. I think we'll hit. Good, we break his armor. And just for the case of being safe, let's weakening blow him as well. This is gonna hurt less. Oh, he moves out. Where's he going? Marjorie? No. Oh, he has this spinny spin. So both of my guys here gets poison, but that's actually not bad because he moves closer to our main guys. And we can kill them quite effectively without suffering too much in the ways of damage. Let's see, he can move and hit either of these people. So if I move like... Actually, no. Let's shoot with... Oh, this is not even a guaranteed kill, huh? Can you kill? No. Do I have to go for? Okay, you have Valorous Victory. I think to be safe, we will kill him with Rolenald here. Like so. We also gain Glorious. Please give me Glorious right now. Check his movement range. He's in range. Let's move him here. Is he still in range? Let's move him here. Can he reach Marjorie is basically what we're trying to avoid. Now he can't reach Marjorie, so he's safe. Let's have Rolenald stay here. The poachers move up and take shots at John Hawkwood here. He's doing the tanky work that he's supposed to. That's lovely. Okay. Can we... He's probably gonna attack John Hawkwood. Can I move forwards a bit and shoot? I know I'm going into range, but I'm gambling on the fact that he will not focus on Lawrence here. And he doesn't. Okay. We need to be careful with the poisoning. I think the only way to get Marjorie into a position of shoot is by moving Melillia first. Like so. Unfortunately she can't reach this turn. And Marjorie will also just scuttle around. Moves up, take a shot. That's gonna hurt. Youch. Yeah, we gotta be careful with John Hawkwood. We don't want to lose our captain. Okay, in theory... No, that's not a good positioning for that to be at. Let's... We have 2 turns to kill this person. I think the only way we do that is with John Hawkwood here. Like so. That's gonna hurt. Okay. Move up. Shoot to kill. Valor point back. Galvanization obtained. Let's move Melillia up towards these archers, so he will hopefully focus on her instead. They do, it seems. 7 damage, ouch. We need to get our ranger and Marjorie towards the fighting as well. Because they have our first aids. Youch. Marjorie's so slow. Lightning strikes. That is not the best locations for lightning. Okay. How about his fisticuffs? How much damage do we reckon that does? If I move like so, perhaps like this, and hit, that should do lovely damage, and it does. We're still safe for 1 more round anyway. We need to kill this guy, and we should be able to deal with our archer. Yeah, we are. Let's move forward, shoot. This should be enough to demoralize them. It is. And I think to avoid any of our guys going into the dying condition, we will allow them to flee again. Less than ideal, but it's on expert, so what can you do? We get a lovely dagger for Rolenald here. Oh, let's just pick that up anyway. I think we definitely have to heal and repair, and with that we need to make our way back to Stormcap, replenish our tools, our potions, and lick our wounds. But it seems we need to rest in the wild. Let's visit the wealthy farm.
Are you mercenaries? Oh, blessed be the all-seeing eye. You are our last hope. I swear you must warn my husband's friends.
Right, this is a progression or a quest towards the Tiltren County scenario.
My husband only told me this.
There should be hemp. There it is. Is there anything we could steal of value? Wheat is not bad. Is there anything else? If I close this, it doesn't appear so. We do have this salt we still want to steal from the Petra mine though. Right, let's head out. You might notice that we need to go, for the quest we need to go up this forest path, but we'll leave that be for another episode. For now, let's head back to Tiltren, or Stormcap. Keep calling it different things. Let's rest. Actually, let's level up our pony. This doesn't affect... No, okay. That's a bit unfortunate. We really would have wanted Constitution, and I'm not gonna waste influence on the pony here. So I guess we'll put in critical hit. He's gonna be a work pony, so he's never gonna see the light of combat. We get a new profession. Gains a bit profession experience, generates a little knowledge. That's not bad. We could have, where is he? Marjorie be a momentary scholar, like so. And we have only 1 day of food, so we also need to go to the town to buy some food as well. We'll use this fungus. We will waste 1, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? We are up to 14 happiness. The next one we will get experience boosts, get some raw materials back, and we get some valor points as well. Let's see how much experience we gained. 5. Alright, let's head out. We could also visit the Wilbert's fishery for the angler profession, which will probably be Marty's main profession. If we simply click this button here, we now have the angler profession. We could steal the sardines for food. How much would that take? 45 to 90. On the bad roll, we will go into wanted. What about this? This has snow iris. I think we'll just leave it be for a bit. Righty-ho, onwards to Stormcap we go. Slowly making our way back to Stormcap. I know it says Stormcap, but we'll just call it Stormcap for ease of mind. We've survived until day 5. Alright, first on the agenda, the Free Hares Market. We want to buy a bit of food, a bit of salt, like control A, only 40 gold, that's fine. Wheat, fine. Jerry,
Those refugees. I understand there's a war.
we will keep him in mind. Can we make anything? We could make some of these for the first time bonus and also revealing new recipes and also boosting critical damage and rates and stuff. I think we will put on at least 1 throwing knife, like so. Some of these lesser things do not have minigames, but the reason we made that was to equip our ranger with this. Now he has a tad bit more critical hit, and he can also throw knives for some more damage. Just double checking no one else can equip them. Yep. Let's equip Rolenald with this dagger. It does cloud of poison. It can hit more or all units in an area, and if there's more, it creates cloud of poison under them, which we saw in that previous combat. We already know what poison does. It decreases health based on turns, so it'll increase some dex and do more damage. We're up to 15 dex, 9 damage to all units, and once Rolenald or Marjorie reaches level 2, we will equip him with probably the ringleader's tabard. Let's collect our bounties for the day. 315 gold. Let's review. We have to go to the right to fight to help some refugees. We will keep the rat infestation, and we also have to go to the right to defeat this squad that just popped up. And in 5 hours we get a new contract. Let's take a look. Okay, there's some new people. A warrior, strong and thick skin, so a decent tank character. A two-handed axe warrior, so he does more damage if he's hitting people that's already been hit. And he has some fancy rags, but his carrying cap is reduced by 3 you need to buy a new horse momentarily, probably. As for you, another crossbowman, I think we'll skip out on him. You start off with the scholar thing, and you have taunt. You have taunt as well, and you're a blacksmith. I know I can pick up a warrior for free and a ranger for free, so that'll bring us up to 7 dudes. So I really only want to recruit perhaps one of these people from the tavern before we consider recruiting more people in the future. Whether that be another warrior, so we'll have 2 in the future, and whether that be a 2-handed one or a 1-handed, you can of course change the weapons if you simply click them. They aren't locked into 2-handed or 1-handed, but they are locked into their warrior class. Having a warrior wouldn't be bad, especially this guy, because something like berserker, actually no, cutting maelstrom or berserker would significantly boost our damage output, and valorous chain would also do it, since he has the 2-handed axe. Actually, level 15 is now the max, it would seem. Right, we'll think about that. Now the question is, yeah, I think we'll visit the tavern since I've bought the DLC just recently. Let's talk to Luke Baus.
As the merchant in charge of selling this little marvel, it's my pleasure to welcome you, mercenaries. Take your time, have a look around this fine building and just soak in the atmosphere. Let me draw your attention to the low-maintenance dirt floor and the roof that's never once failed in its 100 years of existence.
Quite the shabby place.
Part, mercenaries? The price. For a tiny, almost
A
inconsequential
singular
investment,
gold
you
coin,
can
and we
finally
can
become
call
the
this
proud
tavern
tavern keepers you've always dreamed
our
of
own.
being.
I think we'll humor him and part with 1 gold coin.
Excellent decision, mercenaries. You won't regret it. I'll leave you to your cleanup.
Oh, thank you.
You won't be needing me anymore.
And off he boogers, okay. Oh, we actually do gain some stuff from cleaning up this stuff. What's that? You received and learned the Alchemist Creme Brulee specialty in your compendium, okay. Repair the damage table. Inventory. Can only be used in the tavern. Where did it go? Wood destroy? Oh, he unlocked the wood profession. Where did it go? Hello? Sorry, this is my first time with this DLC, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, the Tavern Management tab. The tavern is an establishment managed by the troop, which can generate revenue during each shift. To operate successfully, a tavern requires staff, equipment, and an extensive menu. The tavern's reputation is measured by prestige. Using prestige, you can unlock equipment and expand the tavern. The more numerous, varied, and satisfied your patrons are, the more prestige. Main ways to attract patrons and encourage them to spend money are comfort, security, and satisfaction, which are calculated after each shift. What would you like to name our tavern? After thinking a bit about it, I think we'll go with the Starlight Inn. Like so. Alright, assign a tavern keeper, assign schoolians, put a dish on the menu, place a table, place a torch. Alright. So we have a menu used to determine the dishes and beverages served, manage their production and set their prices. Layout used to move or upgrade tavern equipment. Staffing used to transfer companions between the troop and the tavern as well as recruit civilians. Tavern management, rest to complete your first shift and unlock this window. Rival taverns, ooh. Reach 100 prestige to unlock this window. Okay. New shift. Start a new shift without needing to rest at the camp. Oh, I see. Reach 50 prestige to unlock additional shifts. So we have an oven. We can assign up to 2 scallions. Back there. A countertop allows the tavern to welcome 4 patrons per shift. A cellar, barrels and assigned brewers are located here. Select the types of alcohol produced, set sale prices, and manage aging. Aging? So we have to age alcohol and stuff? Let's assess the cellar. Promotions. Each week 3 items are offered at lower promotional prices. Recipes containing these ingredients will therefore be less expensive to produce. Shortages. Grease. Each week there will be a shortage of 1 to 3 items. Okay, so that's the opposite. So we got a scullion, a cook, it would seem, and can hold up to 25 servings of alcohol. This tool goes in the tavern cellar. Sale odds 11% strong alcohol, which 0% customer preference, 1 comfort, 10 satisfaction. Cost 2 suppliers. Assign a brewer to make alcohol. I don't really want to assign any of my guys to it. Can I? Oh, the wage is 5. Does that? Where's that? That's up here. Can be exchanged for crowns. The exchange rate increases with the frequency, right? So we want to be careful, it seems. We have 150. We have a brewer and a thief. Thieves blend in with the patrons to rob and generate revenue, okay. However, they occupy a seat and reduce security. We got bouncers, bards, cooks, and tavern keep. And something else. And something down there. Okay. He's a cook. She's a cook apprentice. Food production increased by 4. Adds 2 dishes slot to the menu. That's the same. Chance to produce delicious, which can be sold at a higher price. I wonder if there's any differences. Inspect. Appear not. Brewer. Know-how. Ages alcohol 50% faster. Oh, this guy got another specialty. Big batches. Food production increased by 1. Chance to produce. Okay, so there's 2 different, at least for now, specialties. Surely producing higher quality stuff is not bad. Let's hire a brewer. Like so. Yep. Sign a scullion and tavern keep. Who should we make our tavern keep? New applications in 3 shifts, right? I think the scullion can produce meals. Okay, so we need to assign a scullion. Let's go with Amira here. No, that's not the one. Let's go with Elith. Yep. Put her in as a cook, like so. Put a dish on the menu. Okay. Modify menu. Sale odds 11%. Places required. Okay. Do I have to manually give them stuff? Or do I just have to do stuff like this? I think meat and perhaps some grilled pork. Profit free. Ingredient price is 4. Can I make some more money? Profit 4. Profit 4. This has a profit rating of 3. This has a profit rating of 5. But to make them... And there's also a 0%. Okay, let's just go with the highest percentages and some decent variety as well. Let's confirm that. We won't assign another one. As for our brewer, buy a barrel for 100 so we can have more brewers. Production during the next shift, so we're making profit on that. Can I? No. Also, I can increase or decrease their cost. So this is a bargain right now. There's a 44%. If I decrease it more, that's okay. So I think I'll keep it at 44. And there's a variety of different customers. It would appear that they appear on different conditions are met. All right. Oh, that was too far. Layout. Right. Ordering equipment. Use the window to move, buy or sell tavern equipment. Increase the tavern prestige to unlock new types of equipment. When the upgraded version of a piece of equipment is available, you can buy it directly or upgrade the equipment you already own. Next equipment item, banquet table, 300, okay. Allows your tavern to welcome 4 patrons, and since this guy can only do it for 4 people, I guess that's fine. I have to order, like so. Cost 50 crowns. Tavern loot grants comfort. Oh, I have to buy that stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Wall torch increases security by 2. Can I install? I can't right click. So let's have that here, I suppose. And this I'll have here in some nice lighting, like so. Alright, we need to assign a tavern keep. Who should be our tavern keep? We don't really have the symbol needed. So I guess we'll just recruit Amira in terms of having another cook specialty and assign her as our tavern keep, like so. I received $50 dues. Can I reach 50%? Camp, tavern, each rest. Okay, so each rest from now on, this stuff will happen, and I can spend prestige once I get that to get another shift. I have 72 security, minimum security tolerated 48, comfort of 5, prestige of 0, capacity of 8. Okay, mixed clientele, working class at 55, upscale at 45, price tolerated plus 5%, minimum security tolerated. Okay, I think that sums it up pretty nicely. Alright, thank you for bearing with me. Lastly, for this episode, I think I want to introduce you to the path system. There are challenges in 4 different categories. Right now we can only see 5 of them, but there are also different stuff. A challenge here, gain 200 influence. We get 1 PP. Haha, you said PP. And we need 5 of them to gain 1 level. Apprentice friends looking for adventure, we need to form 2 positive friendships within the troop. So if we get some bonds later in the game, this will also increase. This depends on the starting companions you select, I believe. Forge 5 tier 1 weapons and armor. Armor is not shield. Complete 5 missions, we have completed 2 of them. Allow 10 enemies to flee, so we've gotten up to 2. Throw 10 left-handed weapons, bombs not included. Pay wages on time, which is something we need to do our next rest. Learn 5 cooking recipes. Rest 10 times with no wage left to pay. Craft 10 items in the workshop. Or 50 items. Complete 5 trade missions. Accumulate 74 suspicion, which means we need to steal more. Win 5 ambushes. Steal 500 crowns worth of items. Pick 5 locks. Craft 5 tier 1 alchemy recipes. Collect 100 resources. Discover 5 locations. Use 3 oils. Throw 10 bombs. And spend 5 knowledge points. And we've already completed this once, and this once as well. Alright, yapping complete. I think we have time for at least making our way over to the next contract here. Oh, we need to... Can we cook? Can we make the cook pot? Not right now. Okay, we probably need to unlock it then. Where is it? At the bottom of here, surely? Cooking pot. We need 4 wood. Alright, so we're in desperate need of wood. I know where I can get some. We probably want run. Endurance training next. Run or move faster. We could also get rationing to save a bit on food. Let's head out. Right. I've changed the scholar Marjorie over to a woodcutter temporarily. And it actually pays off quite nicely, because inside this camp we will discover soon, there'll be a woodcutter's place. Get some gold. Oh, there's also another buddy. More gold. We need a solution for the food problem. The sinister cave and the guard post are discovered. People in the purple outline are related to this scenario, so we'll keep that in mind. But what we really came for was the cooking, or the wood, to get the cookpot. I know this isn't optimal, having our crossbowman as a woodcutter, but for now we gotta make do. Gain another PP point from Explorer. We'll simply leave since we don't really have any interest. Let's make the cooking pot. Like so. Place that down by right-clicking. As for this, so far you're not making progress in minor, so let's swap you over to cook. And don't worry, minor is still apprentice level, so we can always swap back. We swap him over so we can cook some delicious food and save some food as well. Cook 10 of these with 10 salt, which is why we want to steal that, and 10 wheat. That should net us 3 days of food. Lovely. And a bit of cooking experience as well. Alright, we could also craft... Actually no, we couldn't craft the camp chest. We'll keep that in mind, we need more wood. Hopefully there's some wood out there, but that's a bit... Actually no, that's not at all on the far reaches of our scope here. Grab that, and let's see if we can get into one final combat in this episode here. Maybe we can get ambusher. Okay, there's some pigs. There's the troop. And we do ambush them. They have 3 people. But there's at least 2 of them that are quite decently armored. The fox here and the henchman. So let's look at this. This leader is 44 armored and 42 thingy-mabob. And he has damage taken reduced by 20%, and it gives that to all of the people. So we really want to kill him and reduce his guard so we do full damage. And to do so, as an axe, but that's out of range, unfortunately. So we'll probably have to apply destabilization with our guys. The henchman is up first, he has damage. This guy is a coup de grace, does 16 damage, but it takes a turn to ready. So theoretically we have 2 turns to kill, or at least make it in a way so we don't take much damage from this fox person here. Let's move Melillia over, stab him, destabilize for 2 rounds. So the guard is gone. And we'll move like so, I think. I didn't notice Lawrence is in mud, that's my bad. Okay, he's tanky. He walks up. A good part of this devious whirlwind here is if we move at least here or here, we should be able. I don't think we can hit them both if we move here. I doubt it. Yeah, we can only hit one of them. Ignores guard. Okay, so that's just an extra damage. Righty-ho, move up with Marjorie. Shoot. Only 2 damage. That's the damage reduction coming in annoyingly. He'll move up. Okay, he targets that. That's perfect actually, because that's the least important thing. As for you, can you get any shots? It's only a 17%. So unless I spend a valor point, I'll most likely hit Hawkwood, and that'll lead to negative relations. He disengages and hits Hawkwood, that's not good. Alright. Can I move my camera? Thank you. Let's see. Alright, I think we taunt. I can't taunt that, never mind. I think if we move... Oh, he's of course he's too fat for me to move around him, so I could get a lovely whirlwind. Actually, wait a minute. I can hit all of them like so. Blammo. And still, I'm still gonna take the damage here, so I'll just move a bit away. A bit more, like so. Alright. Let's hit the fox. He disengages again, focus on Hawkwood. I don't know why he loves him so much. Alright, no matter. Yeah, I'll just do no damage against this tough guy. But any damage counts, and if we remove the grey bar, he no longer has the guard. Can we move? Then he's gonna coup de grace probably here. I think we'll just shoot this henchman here and go next turn. John Hawkwood is in a small predicament. Let's hit here. Okay, we do no damage. Low roll. It's unfortunate. And he swings. 8. He does damage to his friend. He'll probably move up here. Oh. Alright. Raider goes first. Is there a way we could we can reduce his guard. Or remove his guard, like so. Let's see where the raider moves. He'll probably move up here. Okay. As predicted, he'll hit, or try to hit, John Hawkwood. We could get a nice spin to win in here, like so. We crit Viral the Fox. I think we'll use one of our knives to get some extra damage, like so. And we'll move up so we can get surround on him. Okay, you move next. And you're still locked in combat unless I spend a valor point. Theoretically, if I kill here with kill this henchman with weakening blow, I get surround and I should get galvanized. Yep. I move a bit up, so out of the coup de grace. And if I hit here on a good roll, this should kill. And it does. Lovely. We get glorious, and we won't let him retreat this time, since we are in control of this. We shoot, like so, and we shoot, like so. Who should get the killing blow? I think Marjorie should. And the combat is finished. We get 48 experience, 18 influence, and a nice helmet. Let's heal. Spend some material points. John Hawkwood reaches level 3 and we need to rest. So first let's take care of this level up. As for John Hawkwood, we will boost his willpower with career plans, like so. And we'll pick Valorous Duel. Every time this unit engages in combat, you gain 1 temporary valor point. Lovely. How far are you away? 131, that's not bad. Let's just rest. On pause and rest. There's a woodcutter, and he's assigned. Good. He's assigned, so we'll reduce the daily food consumption by 2. So we're down to 16. Just double checking there aren't any food. Is there anything tinkery stuff? There's a rope. Yoink. Let's also equip John Hawkwood with this badass helmet. This comes with a bunch of stuff. It gives the ability frontal protection. While this unit is supported, so when he's in combat and he's supported by 2 allies to any side of him, he is immune to bleeding, burning, and poison. Lovely. And the helmet itself has 1 willpower, 1 crit percent, 6 guard, and 11 armor. We also have 14 willpower. So if we move this up like so, not only do we get a huge increase to armor with 30, 31 guard, but we also have 15 willpower now. 15 points. This unit survives the first time they should die in combat once per encounter. We also had Glorious gained on John Hawkwood, and he's starting to look like a proper beast. Glorious is also on Rolenald, Lawrence, and Melillia has Tough and Resilient, and Marjorie still needs some new stuff. And also level 2, once he reaches level 2, he will also have 15 willpower. Right, let's rest. I don't think we'll want to rest with the beer, because there's a chance that our troop will gain the alcohol or the drunkard trait. We want to pay our wages, otherwise we suffer a -6 happiness. We get 3 happiness, 10% experience, last until next rest, and from now on we'll also transfer any excess happiness into influence. So let's rest. As you can see, 2 happiness. Our Starlight Inn makes 20 stuff. We had 8 patrons, one of them were a bit sad, and we gained 11 prestige points. Lovely. We get resin as well from the tree that pops up. Sometimes there's random things that pop up in your cap, and you should definitely put one of your guys with the corresponding profession on it to get some extra stuff. So we get resin and 2 materials. And I think as a wrap up, we'll want to click on Melillia. There's a little question mark, and perhaps also take a visit to the tavern. First of all, if only my parents could see me now, they'd be so proud of the fighter I'd become. Indeed, you've become quite the fighter. We can write to loved ones to gain 26 experience, which will boost her about 10% to her next level. Celebrate and gain relations with one of our companions, which would be more in coherence with our apprentice friends. We'll also gain some influence since our happiness is in excess. Or we can show off and gain an aptitude point. Okay, so let's think about this for a moment. It's either between celebrate and show off. Right is only 26 experience, and every encounter gives around 30 to 50. And now that we have happiness as well, we get more experience overall. So the question is, do we want relations or do we want the aptitude point? Getting an aptitude point for free would mean boosting any of these stats by 2, which is definitely good. It's basically a free level up. And I think I'll take that. We will show off our skills in front of the group. Like so, we gain a aptitude point, and it can be immediately spent. And as expensive as it sounds, I think I'll spend 2 or 40 influence to get willpower up to 14. We already saw the bonuses of doing just this. So, Melillia is now at 14, Lawrence is at 10, Rolenald is at 12, but will be boosted to 14 soon, and John Hawkwood is at 15. Let's take a peek to the tavern. Alright, shift report, 20, yep, satisfaction 86%. Drink variety, dish variety, reasonable prices, so they were reasonable, I guess. The Skulians use seasoning to improve dishes and sell them at higher prices. Nice. Right. Is this experience? Oh, it is. So these guys can level up as well. Nothing special happened today. Okay. Tavern management. I can now withdraw funds. Requires a bar for some music. Our clientele are bandits, the guard, and a few peasants. So we're really selling. This faction does not offer a reward. Patrons, well, oh, does that mean they can't steal? Welcome 100 guards to your tavern to receive a reward. Oh, I see. So it's like a thingamabob. They enjoy the saga of the Lucky One, Hop and Barley Jig. I guess we haven't had enough peasants to know what they want. If I understand this correctly, anyway. Growth, 20, right? Clientele, patrons, blah, blah, blah. Yep. The question is, since there's 8, 4 here, 2 dishes, I think we'll wait on expanding stuff and generally more stuff. With that being said, we've reached just shy of day 7, our first week in Wartales. We've completed a little handful of contracts, gained a couple of knowledge points that we can save up or spend, acquired Marchery, and explored a bit more of the map. We went over here to the left to deal with these contracts gangs, and then we went to the right to deal with this group and discovered a few scenario quests as well that we'll want to keep in mind. Our next tasks is probably doing this quest and perhaps completing or perhaps buying a new horse as well. With that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.